I always feel like with the OVO thing, right? It's like, do you ever feel like there's like a gift and a curse with being with OVO? Because at the end of the day, Drake is the biggest artist in the world. He's one of the most talented artists in the world. And I feel like I appreciate his ear for who he signs to the label, because there's always like I wouldn't say always, but for the most part, high artistic integrity. When I think of like Majid Jordan and you guys, I feel like he also is allowing people to develop. Like artist development's like a real thing at OVO, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
but at the same time, that takes time. And when you're signed to Drake, people probably expect you to just come out swinging with like, fucking hit records and Drake features and all this shit,
thing with Drake is people look at what he does for features and what he does for the label as two separate things, and they expect the same things. I think it's different. I think him jumping on a record versus him signing you, his mental approach to that is just completely different. I think like he might find a record and be like, cool, I'm gonna just hop on this wave, come on there, drop this, drop this, elevate this record, and
they call it the Drake Stimmy package.
The Stimmy, right?
Yes.
Whereas I think with artists that he's involved with, the business of signing, I think that he likes to be like, this person's dope. Give them what they need. This person's dope. Give them what they need. Versus the approach that he takes when he's just like, I'm jumping on a record.
Right. I just feel like it's like dope because you'll see like artist development happening at OVO. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, It's not always like the cheat code is like, let me just get on a song knowing what that's going to do.
Well, that's also the easiest way for people to fail. Because if you take an artist that's not in the Drake position,
right,
you give them the Drake
and then insert name here who's no longer relevant.
Exactly.
There you go.
And that's why we've always been really appreciative of the way that he's embraced things and let us kind of develop on our own path,
right,
and figure that out. At the same time, like, we still can go back and forth with records or ideas, and that's how we ended up on the Views album, or that's how he's had songs that he's written, and he'll throw it to us and be like, yo, what do you think of this record? You want to do something with it? Or, and there's always been that freedom, but there's never the pressure to feel like you guys don't have to do the Drake way of doing things,
right.
or you don't have to do it the way the traditional like label process would be.
Not only that, but I think it helps every artist on the label kind of own their brand, right?
That's smart, yeah.
Because I think that division, like we definitely have our own brand,
and your own cult following,
our fans.
It's independent of everything.
It's independent of anything.
Yeah.
So I love that we've been able to have the space to do that and to be, successful in doing that.
What was his reaction when he heard this record?
We haven't talked to anybody since we dropped.
Jesus,
we literally been in the tunnel just trying to get this album done so Justice over there doesn't kill us. But we literally haven't talked to anybody, we literally locked in the studio, cooked up, and popped our head up to drop this. And even this record, why we popped our head up to drop this is because we've been inviting people to the studio just to hear things.
Yeah.
And every time we played that record, the whole room would burst into argument for like half an hour at a time. So we're like, yo, what is happening? And every guy felt like liberated. Some women are like, yeah, you know what? I get that. It's honest. Some girls are like, oh, it's a bop. Some girls are like, I'm triggered. I'm mad.
Oh, it's a trigger.
And we're just like, yo, what is happening? This has never happened with a song like this. And so because of that, we just...
We got to get this thing out.
This is also the first album that we've done outside of Toronto.
You guys doing? Were you guys doing it in Atlanta?
Yeah, everything's been in JD Studios.
Yeah, it's amazing.